Almost a month ago, we broke the game so hard with the Destructor. Quite easy. My game crashed. That the developer had to nerf the strategy that we are using because we were stuck in a crash loop. Yes, every day we just ended up crashing the game to a point we couldn't use the strategy anymore. But what am I talking about? The Destructor hoovers up all of the material right away, which is a very nice thing. And the downside that you have quite a lot of different weapons, because that means you get many different upgrades out of the chests. But we are playing on a modifier that is meant to make the game harder. All of the resources are replaced by coal, the most worthless resource in the game. But if you combine it with the shoddy pickaxe, a weapon that strikes the same blocks whenever you strike something. So for example, if I strike the coal here and we would already have the pickaxe, all of the coal would get hit by a chain lightning effect that slowly spreads out. We made a little bit of coal, but I would say let's keep that on our mind, because for the next day we have the first upgrade. Yes, just the basic one, and as you can see, it's quite a lot more expensive, but this will be worth it. And today we will not have a single employee and we will not go for any other weapons. The last time I uploaded a video about the axe and people were rightful, oh my god. People were rightfully upset that we as usual went for the miners to push further, but that wasn't a real issue. I think many people understand in this game to get through certain layers, you just need the miners, because the weapon, no matter how many upgrades you get, they just can't do that. They are not strong enough on their own. Though today with the pickaxe that may be different, because not only do we have wetness damage, which is already completely broken to multiply your damage, but we also have attack speed. Yes, the pickaxe becomes faster. But the big issue in that video was I went for the flamethrower early on to farm up. So if we use the flamethrower to farm up and then we switch over to the axe, we can make a direct comparison to either be completely disappointed with the worst weapon in the game, or we get a very pleasant surprise. And you know what it was? We earned 200,000, we bought the next level of the axe, so yes, it was one level higher, but it also earned 200,000 for us. And that was shockingly surprising to me that it was able to keep up with the flamethrower. Oh, can we go for this? And for the 500 gold? I think we can. Oh, that was so close, yes, at time. But because I feel bad for all of the people that were looking forward for the axe, you know, and then it was just a flamethrower in disguise. I mean, to be fair, like 70 or 80% of the video was just the axe, but a big progression part was missing. I actually played through the entire game again with just the axe and nothing else. So just for you guys that were so disappointed by what I did there, here is a summary of the best moments we had with the amazing axe. I mean, it was so amazing. The axe, the battle axe, amazing weapons. Man, you wouldn't want to miss this. And here it's time for the final moment that I've been waiting for. Yep, that was it. I don't know what you expected out of this, but the axe is like one of the worst weapons in the game. And it was still horrible. Okay, it was a horrible experience. Now, did Dex play through the entire game 40 days with a weapon just to make this little joke? Yes, okay. Was it worth it though? Totally. I want to see the face of the X fans when they are like, oh, he'll show the best moments of my favorite weapon in the... No, you suck. The axe sucks. It's a horrible weapon. No one should like this weapon. If you like this weapon, you have a very wrong taste, and I'm scared of you. This would be like the equivalent of being, oh yeah, I know she cut off his balls because he ate her last pudding, but that is like totally understandable. It's not her fault. I can fix her. No, you can't fix her. You can't fix the axe. Okay? It's not your fault. Relax, buddy. This is abuse. You're abusing yourself. Love yourself. Do better. Just how much are we earning? This is something the axe could never achieve. The axe could only dream of this. We have 2,700 coal. We're on day 3. And I can't wait to go further down. Now, there's one thing that didn't exist the last time that we played with the weapon, which is layer removal. Why does that matter though? Well, if we want to check whether the game still crashes or not, and if we can maybe still achieve it with enough attack speed, then we don't really want to remove the layers until we are past them, but that also heavily slows us down. So I think I will still do it a couple of times, you know, just a little bit to optimize our revenue, but not too much. We'll sell you, we now have 300 damage. Can we take anything else? No. And yes, do you see that? The flamethrower, we have the poison gun over here. I am not taking a single one of them. What we do want is the water though. And listen buddy, if you say that I shouldn't go for the water because it's not the weapon, then hush an arsch off, ne? Because that is just a normal thing that belongs to the game to buff up your weapons. That is not a different weapon, and it's the main way how you multiply the damage that you deal. Oh yes, our first pickaxe mining damage. I'm not sure if it's stronger than the magic wand, because the magic wand shoots out it's like a cast, you know. It's a spell that you put on the stage, and that spell will then shoot out projectiles, so you overlap your attacks like crazy. Not only do you shoot out an absurd amount to begin with every shot, but each of these bubbles that you cast, they shoot out projectiles. So I think you end up shooting more projectiles than anything else in the game. Like, the blocks that you hit get hit by so much. It's even more than a max speed pickaxe. Yeah, magic missile. That is one issue of the character, that we have so many different options. Maybe it would have been worth it to go for the shaman just to focus the upgrades, but I don't think that's worth it, because we just don't upgrade. We have pickaxe mining speed. Listen to the difference. Do you hear how fast it is? This was just one upgrade, but yes, it already makes a big difference. But believe it or not, whenever I make these videos, I actually do carefully think about what I keep in the video and what I don't keep in the video. And when I notice it takes way too long to farm for an upgrade, like let's say we are stuck on the black layer, we can't get there, and then I play for 3 days where I just collect upgrades. Do you know how much I can show you of that? We are probably talking about, I don't know, like a minute maximum, but the rest is just me showing that I get upgrades. This way, it may be fun for you, because for you it's only 1 minute, but for me it's 3 days of playing and just getting upgrades. I had no clue that I said that. The irony is, this video here, because exactly of that reason, took me 3 IRL days, 24 hours to record. So if you enjoy the video, you better hit the like button, because this causes a lot of issues for my channel. And you know what happens the moment we can get into the black layer? We have the same story again, but instead of 3 days, it will be like 5 days. And that is boring. Okay, Dex, how did you intend to get up there? Like, cool that we are mining this. How do I actually get up there? Okay, we'll do it like this. Then I have to mine you. Then I have to mine you. And then we jump over. Cool. Oh my god, this is amazing. So one of the best abilities of this weapon is that it multi-hits. We know that, but it doesn't deal equal damage to everything, and we still have to figure out its limit, like how far it goes out. But the best thing about it is that it just means whenever you damage something, the rest around it is also heavily damaged. So if you keep on mining, do you see that how we one-shot everything now? Weren't we just at 5,000 coal? Oh my god, those rubies are insane. We get them out of the chest, by the way. Today we can't upgrade, so I would say we get the other upgrades in that we care about. Like, for example, additional time. And I think I will also go for water. Water is very good to get additional upgrades in the game. Like these ones here that are so tough to mine. The moment you have double damage, it becomes very easy. Okay, how do we do this? Let's go over here. Let's go here. We got, that was an item. Oh my god. This is so insane. Man, I love this. I really hope it's not too much nerfed. But I also hope it's nerfed enough that it doesn't break the game. I just keep getting items here. Listen, I don't hate it because that is a lot of gold. But it's also not that helpful. And what do we get? Sprint speed. Wow. Did I genuinely not buy any platforms so far? Am I a little bit stupid? This would solve everything. Pickaxe mining speed. Now, currently our priority is pickaxe mining speed. Then it will get taken over by pickaxe damage. Why? Well, because pickaxe mining speed is limited in the game. So if we just take it all the time, we get faster to the limit, which is nice. But it also means every time we get an upgrade out of a chest that only has pickaxe mining speed, I'll be sad. Because if it wouldn't be maxed out yet, then we could still take it, but at that point it's just useless. And we got more resources. You know what? Time to go for the blue layer. We did get bonus resources, but I want to make sure we get bonus here, like a lot. 4.3k. Okay, so you give roughly 80, I believe, though it changes. Right, they drop different amounts. Okay, but that is good. Let's go down here. We can also go for the water staff. This one has, I think, 11 reach, which should be more than enough that most of the things get hit that we are mining. The only downside to that is it costs like 100,000, if not more, so we can't buy it for a very long time. And right now we will just not focus all too much on upgrades. Like, yes, if we come across them, we'll take them, but we just need money. Oh my god, that's already so big. That's what she said. Wait. Listen, the developer may have nerfed that, but again, with enough attack speed, you still cause a ton of these effects. And what I assume is that it's a limit on length, like how far it can go out. Let's say it's, for example, 25 blocks, right? How do we maximize that? How do we cause the most chaos to test whether we can still crash the game or not? Well, we try to look for a ginormous node, and then we stay in the center. Because if we are on one end, you know, it only goes out for 25 blocks, but in the center, it would go out 25 blocks into every single direction. We don't have a lot of upgrades, though this is honestly not bad on a character with so many different upgrade choices. Yeah, we made 15,000 and also bonus. Well, that doesn't really matter. 19,000, that means guaranteed we'll go for the pickaxe upgrade. We now have 1,000 damage, so it got more than tripled, wow. Next up we need 50,000. That shouldn't be too hard, right? Do I actually care about shifting the layers? I mean, we will eventually do it when we are far beyond what we are looking for, but right now, like, look at how fast we get through. I mean, it still loses us time. Yeah, I don't know. And when I go for the... you know what, I don't care about the upgrades. If we get a golden weapon out of this would be so sad. But now, it should be super simple to break these. Like in a few hits. Yep, perfect. And we get nothing. Axe damage. Now on this character, it's a lot easier to do this challenge because again, we don't have to carry anything back. Like on other characters, this is so much harder because your inventory is constantly full. Then you return it and it's like, wow, I just got 2,000 coal. When you have the inventory upgrade and you double the amount that you can hold. But 2,000 is really not a lot. But also think about the collectors. Even if you get the best collector in the game, I think they hold 7,000 blocks, different blocks. Now, if that's diamonds, you know, you're filthy rich, but with coal, it's a wet fart in the wind. Okay, wet damage, also very good. That is the other component that we need. Okay. Wait, we still have 10,000. If I get 40,000 today, we have the next pickaxe. We may actually do it. Imagine we now find out. You know, the developer put this in, but no one actually tested it. And now we find out the pickaxe is still the same. Well, that would be horrible. Because it would just crash the game. Okay, that takes way too long. I can't do this. Okay, pickaxe mining speed. Never mind, I can do it. Let's go to 40,000. And then we will open more upgrades. This should actually be very simple now. It's not even really worth watering this. Because it only waters what is close by. And then we have to water again. But do you see how we one-shot everything now? Because it already got damaged by the other chain lightning. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's limited range. Look at this. Okay. But now imagine we were standing dead in the center. So that range that you see here goes to the left, to the top, to the right, to the bottom. Also top right, top left, top bottom. What? You know what I mean. Wetness. Perfect. That is enough money on the spot. And now we have 3,000 damage. What is the next upgrade? 165,000. Big jump though. Do we want to remove a layer now? I still don't feel like we have to do it. And I could go for the next water gun, but every single bit that we keep matters. So I will not do it. No. Let's just go down. Like, I'm really excited about the tougher layers, and it's so much more insane. The further you go down, the more resources spawn. 10% pickaxe damage, nice. And that is what makes it so crazy and insane. Okay, jump velocity, sure, why not? So now I will also collect every single upgrade that we come across. We hope for a golden weapon. That was material, like resources. We could actually go to the red layer, I believe. Yeah, but let's get some upgrades first and see what happens. We take around 10 hits, I would say, so pickaxe... Okay, that is maybe not the perfect layer to have this on, but it clears out a lot, so I don't have to do it. Oh, wow, look at our coal. We just made the coal we made yesterday. Is there a red one that touches? No. Oh my god. Well... You know what? I'll just get coal with that. Yeah, this is such a horrible weapon. And... Nothing. Golden weapon? That is a good one. Wait, no. We want to go down. This is what we want. This is what we need. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Yes! Huge! Wetness. Well, it's, you know, it's something. Hey, I don't hate it. The problem is, we want wetness later on, because then you get like 20% when you open the chest instead of just 4%. I can actually hit that. That's insane. Wow. Jump velocity. How much do we have right now? 150%. Okay. Okay. Wait, we need 165,000. I should really work on money. Like, for me it was obvious this will need multiple days, but I think we can actually do this. How much do we have now? Like, how much do we get? Around 500 out of these. Holy moly. Okay, I will mine this up that we have enough money for the next pickaxe. I don't know if you see that. Yeah, exactly. There's a ginormous area. And imagine I was in the center now. Hey, we are not trying to crash the game yet, okay? We'll do this once we have maximum attack speed. And once we are kind of done... Okay, let's be honest. I'll try it earlier than that. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. And look at our money shooting up. But is it enough for the day? Come on, come on, come on. Destroy all of this. Oh, this is not good. Actually, these are about to break. No. We continue here. Come on, just a little bit more. A little bit more. We almost have it. Yes, we did it just in time. Oh, oh, we actually did get a diamond, so it wasn't as close. But that could have been bad. Wait. We can also sell the pickaxe. Right. I knew that. I just wanted to create tension. Yeah. So next up we need 500,000 and then we need 3.25 million. Do we want to buy the wings? We have so much jump height, I just don't really care. Like, the worst thing that could happen is that we realized 25,000 would have meant that we got a new weapon and now we can't buy it just because of that, you know. I'll take it, it's fine. You know what, I'll actually get rid of it. Because if I get a golden weapon now, then I don't want it to extend the old one. Some people misunderstand that. Yes, you can pick up a golden weapon while you have a golden weapon, but it doesn't upgrade it. It just extends the old one that you had, the bad one. Okay. Do you think we can go for the red upgrades? Okay, those were items. Maybe. I'll try it out because they have very solid levels, but it may just be too strong for us. Pickaxe mining damage, that's what I'm living for. We have 240% jump velocity. Golden weapon. Huge, humongous, you may even say. And because we are fast enough with the coal, I will not go there. Well, was a nice try, you know. Another golden weapon, are you kidding me? Ooh, that is a really good one. Let's go over here. Well, that doesn't really work. Okay, we want to hit as much red as possible. And now we check you out. No golden weapon, of course. Okay, all of this is actually breaking. If I help with water. So let's go down here. And we will try to work on this now and see if we can break it. Or how fast we break it. Yeah, that's not really it. You know what? I think I just focus on money today. It takes way too long. Oh god! I mean, that is one of the worst golden weapons, but it allows us to possibly get more golden weapons. Oh, you suck. I should just go for money. Yeah, you're really not good for this. Okay, I have to tune this down a bit. Because I'm just chittering around like a grasshopper. And it gets really annoying when it pulls the screen. Maybe another golden weapon? No. Wetness damage? Well, that doesn't really help us all too much. Wait a second, we don't even need 500,000. Because our weapon sells for half, that is 80,000. So we would have 110,000, so all we need is 390,000, and that should be enough. Which also means the moment we have enough money, I will just go for upgrades and focus on that. And what do you have, my friend? What riches? What treasures? that we have never seen before. Pickaxe mining damage. Okay, I think that was actually the first 20%. Oh, wow. Okay, with watering, you know one-shot these. Wait, do you actually? I don't think we one-shot them. Okay, but let's see. This one is isolated, so it's not damaged yet. It needs 4 hits. That is insanely respectable. Almost 500,000. That is a very good jump. But that means we can go for the more powerful pickaxe. 30,000 damage. And you know what? We remove 2 layers. So now we get to the good stuff very early. And we don't have to wait as long. And it could even be that we have to go to the black layer and mine there for the entire day. As in, it just takes very long to break it, but it's still worth it. And pickaxe mining speed or damage. I will go for the speed. Listen, we need it. We haven't gotten it in a while. We got 2 diamonds. That's worth a lot of money at least. We got another 2 diamonds. That's worth a lot of money at least. Please stop it. Wetness, sure. Okay, how fast do you do this now? That is really fast. Pickaxe mining speed. There we go. Okay, but now I'll stop taking it whenever there's also wetness or there is maybe not for wetness. Again, for wetness, the issue is we got like 5% right now, but if we go to the black layer, it's gonna be 20%, and that's where it's worth it. Here it doesn't really change a lot. Pickaxe mining damage, I love you. Holy moly, look at this. But can we do black? I don't think so, but maybe if we mine the entire day. Yeah, wait. That is damaged a lot. Like, it doesn't look like a lot, but I can sit on that the entire day long. That's what she said. Pickaxe mining damage. Okay, we go back, we do it. It's time to do it. We will never ever get the upgrade, sadly, so we will need a new weapon for that. But this is why we go to the new layer. And this is also why the miners are so important. They're just there to get you to the next gap of weapon upgrade that you need. But the problem is you can endlessly upgrade them. So they will outpower any weapon in the game. Always. Which, honestly, yes, I understand that. Makes it very repetitive and boring. But without them, you can't see the best stuff in the game. So how much do you give? 282,000, 306,000. Holy moly, but that is not enough, right? Like, we will not get to the millions with this. Would it be worth it to water? Not really, right? I mean, okay, listen, this is so slow. I think I actually have to do it. And yes, that means we really want to get an upgrade for the water weapon. Wait, we have 1 million coal. Holy moly. I'm gonna water everything. We are so close to it. No, don't do this. We are almost there, no. Break. You have to break. Up here, this should be hit a lot. Come on. I shouldn't have jumped. No, it was the right call. I mean, no. Wait, we can sell our weapon. We just made enough. Holy moly. 3.2 million. Right. I knew that. 100,000. You know what? You're probably way better than the gun. Let's go for that. Then we will also go for the hoverboard, that we just have it. Like, we expect to earn more today, right? So it should be no biggie. And I will go to the black layer a little bit earlier. But, I mean, if I want to go for upgrades, I should actually get them first. Wetness, very good. Okay, let's make a deal. We go for a few upgrades, but then we go down. And this is the beauty of the magic wand. Do you see that? Everything is just watered. Sure, it has limited range. It's just limited to the character. But it's still good. Pink diamonds. Well, it's a little bit of money. For the magic wand, we want to have magic region, though. Okay, this will not really do a lot. Sadly. Like, it doesn't break the black layer. But I guess it's a bonus help, right? Like, we'll water this in a moment. And now we need to wait until it charges up. There we go. And we start mining. But why does this take so long? Dude, you have the golden weapon and wetness on you. How is this possible? What? Did it really take that long? Yeah, I guess the first one takes the longest. But why do you take so long now? Hey, did you notice I have wetness? We are already at 1.2 million. If I would have focused on this the last day, we could have made the 3.2 million. But I honestly didn't expect that we get through it so fast. I only wanted to have it as a little bump that we maybe get closer to the 2 million, but it was 3 million, you know, I had it wrong on my mind. And you know what, I'm not even gonna care about more. We have enough to buy the weapon. So what I'll do now is, I will just go for every single upgrade we can find to already make it stronger. Because the next goal is, we need to break the black boxes. And they are insanely tanky. Yep, that is what we need. 3 of them in one place, all of them get watered at the same time. And what do we get? Nothing. Jump velocity, cool. So magic region is now also something we can take. It's not a priority. It would just be there to use the magic wand more often. But it could very well be that we switch over to the water gun and it's just better. We found the legendary double chest. I can mine both of them at the same time. Pink diamond and pink diamond. They were lovers. And I killed them. Well, deserved, you know. Your own fault for doing that. How dare you have that and I don't have that. Wetness. Oh my god, we have another, we have so many legendary. Like, it's 20 seconds right now. We got 3 of them. Magic region. By the way, the red layer, the legendary weapons, they suck at going into the black layer. You can completely forget about that. Especially because we can't change to water to make it stronger. Another golden weapon. It keeps on going until the end of the round. We made 3 million coal today. What? That is actually so much. Holy moly. That is ridiculous. Which means we go from, how much was it? 30,000 damage to 200,000 damage. Okay, your jump is pathetic. But that means we can go for the strongest water gun in the game and we shift the layers. Now, how powerful are you? Oh my god. Right, we have a little bit of attack speed now. Just a little bit, you barely notice it. But the real question is, how well do you do? And before we do anything, so this is what this does. Okay, and this is what you do. I'm not exactly sure if I care. Huh. But can we break this? It doesn't look like it, but listen, this has the best upgrades in the game. We need this. Alternatively, we could also just grind up the money. Right? Because now it should be easy to break through all of this. And the black layer is absurdly dense. Like, you see, it's only coal. It doesn't go out that far. Yeah, you know what? I will just go for the money. Then we get 2.5 times the damage. And then it will be a lot easier to break all of this. But I can't really water. Like, the water interrupts too much, I believe. Yeah, let's instead get them all low, because we keep on hitting them. Should I water it? It does make it a lot faster, but I'm not sure. Wait, look at our money. Isn't the next one just 8 million? Okay, hold on. If we break black this fast, do you think we can do green? We just have to break coal. Yeah, I hate you as well. But right? Shouldn't this be possible? Let's check it out. Okay, water gun is useless. Well, yeah, forget about it. It's not even close. Pretty much what we need is the next pickaxe upgrade, but also just damage bonuses. Maybe attack speed, but right now I just want to have bonus damage, since we have, like, nothing of that. Here. Well, we have 205, but again, the other one is capped, so it's close to its limits. Oh, I hate you. Wetness. Okay, that is huge. Because that multiplies all of the damage we get. And let's go into the red layer, I would say. Okay, that takes so long to get through, but the moment we water, it is just easy peasy, lemon squeezy, pink diamond. Is it the lovers again? Stop. Oh my god, it was the lovers. It was a long distance relationship. Oh, it was complicated. Pickaxe mining speed. Let's go to you. We got this now. Look at how fast we are. Is there another one? Okay, there are 2 more. There's also one to the top and one to the top right. Wetness. Okay, I will rush up. We get you. Yeah. Sprint speed. We don't really want that much sprint speed, but it also doesn't hurt. Like, it's not like I could have taken something else there. Pink diamonds. You had 2 pink diamonds. You love yourself. I respect that. You also loved yourself. Or you had a lot of love for each other. Wait, that could be it. Yeah, do you see that? Love is worthless. It's all about the money instead. Wait, you know what's funny about that? Coal in German is Kohle, and one term for money is actually Kohle. Like, you just call it that. So, true. It's true. So hopefully now we get a lot more of the black upgrades. Like, even if we just get one damage upgrade, that makes a huge difference. Please tell me you're fast now. Kind of. That was not bad, but you're useless. I also would like to have the magic recharge. That would be nice. Okay, let's get you. Oh. Well, the good thing is the entire layer is filled with upgrades. That is like one nice part about making it more dense. Like, when you move them up, you have so many upgrades close to each other, which means less travel time. So yes, there's less of the layer, but since we teleport all of the resources home, for us it's actually beneficial. Seriously? Okay, magic region is nice. Pickaxe mining speed. Okay. Listen to the sound. Can I have another one, please? Just one more. Let's go up here. Oh my god. Before it took us more than 15 seconds to break this. Now it takes us roughly 3 to 4 seconds. There it is. We can open that? I didn't know that. Look at this. Wait, what? Okay, now it updated. That was weird. But now we just cut down the time it takes us to break this by 1/3. Yep, that's how fast it is. Pickaxe mining speed or wet? No, we go for wet again because pickaxe mining speed would be a lot more. Actually, is it more beneficial? I'm not even sure. Yeah, we want this either way, but the point is, pickaxe mining speed is limited. And by the way, in case you give me tips on what I should do in the game, I'm just gonna say, it's always a little bit difficult to listen to comments because 90% of the comments are what I call Joes. When you give me an advice for the game, I will expect that it's wrong. Why do I expect that? Because of Joe. Joe is the person. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna give you a direct example. I saw a world record video in Megabonk. There was a new strategy the guy used that was better than what anyone else did. He made an explanation in the comments to explain every choice that he did. And it showed he has very big knowledge. Like, he knew the same things I know and more. And I know a ton about Megabonk in detail, you know? I was part of the data miners. I knew all of the in-depth things you could know about the game. And then someone told him, hey, you dingus, you're standing against the wall, so the shotgun can't shoot through that. Just thought to let you know. And I read that comment. And I'm like, you Joe. This is what like 90% of the comments sound like when someone tells me what to do in a game. Because you're so wrong, but you have no clue how wrong you are, so you feel confident. Those that are totally fine are those that say, hey Dex, what if you try this out? What if you try out multiple chats? Because I got so many comments, Dex, you're stupid, you should just use multiple chats. We tested it in the same video. We tested it in the same video. It doesn't work. You can't do it. It doesn't even make sense to begin with because of projectile limits. And here's the issue. There are also the 10%. The 10% that know more than I do. I mean, to be fair, when I just start the game, it's probably more like 50% that know more than what I do. But because you're used to the Joes, it's really hard to trust someone then. Because you don't know, is that guy a Joe or is he a Jib? And a Jib is someone you can trust. But you don't know that. And the most difficult moments are those where I tested something and I'm certain that what I know is true, but sometimes you make a mistake, you tunnel vision, you know, and that's why you believe in what you're doing is right, but it's actually wrong. So I will then tell, yeah, but I did this and this here, and mate, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Well, in reality, I was wrong the entire time. But you know, for moments like these, it's also important to just admit, yep, I was wrong. Because otherwise, you can't learn. You get stuck in a loop of being just arrogant and annoying. We need 1.65 billion? Wait, but I need 1.6 billion. I should work on that instead. And then I have no idea how we get to the next pickaxe, because we have no miners. Holy moly. Holiest moly of all molies ever molied. So this is kind of the limit. Okay. But it's not crashing the game. This is beautiful. Come on, Jamona, you can do it. Jamona, you can do it. Shimona, you can do it. I don't even know what that means. I can't hear anything anymore, by the way. Like, I can't hear myself talking. I have no idea how I'll balance this for the video, the audio. But yeah, I don't hear anything. I am so glad it got fixed, because otherwise we couldn't have this. You know what I just realized? If I stream like this, and then I just lower the volume, that your ears are not bleeding, then all that will happen is you don't hear the pickaxe, but you hear me scream. Okay, you know what? I changed the volume of the game to 1%. I'm not joking. I had to change it to 1%. Yeah, I should have went there a little bit earlier. 1 billion in a single day, and we didn't even focus on farming. That is the insane part. So yeah, we could have easily done this in a single day. But this will be a ginormous jump, and now it gets spooky. So, 50 million thousand damage. You had how much? 500,000. That is a very big jump. Now what could happen is, we have to go for this pickaxe first, then we mine the next difficulty layer, and then we switch over. So, let's go down. We don't even... Well, do we care about the black upgrades? 180% pickaxe mining damage. Holy moly. So we know we can go into the next layer, but we pretty much only want to upgrade to a new layer now, whenever we can get better upgrades. But can we break you? Holy moly! Well, but that's not really worth it, right? That takes way too long. Yeah, oh, but that is a big difference. Maybe I should do it. Because if we get wetness a couple of times, we will break this in lightning speed. Pickaxe mining damage, holy moly. And look at our coal shooting up. Why didn't that work? I feel the lag. We have E values, but E plus 10. We need to get to E plus 12. Do you now understand the issue? We can try to mine this maybe. Like if we get through this so easily, this should also be possible. But I think this one doesn't actually jump that much when you mine it. Is it breaking? Yeah, slowly. So we have 1.49 E plus 10. Let's see how much it goes up. Now, to be fair, once we break the first one, we can break the other one super easily. So if it's a lot, well, you know, again, it looks like a lot. But keep in mind, we have to get to 12. So we need 10 times this, and then again 10 times this. Okay, come on. How fast are you? That was okay. Pickaxe mining damage, let's go. So if we get mining damage and wetness, we will take wetness. That's just way more important. Mining damage, how much do we have now? 3,280%. Do you think I can get there in time? I don't think so, right? Maybe with all of the bonuses we've gotten. Yes! Pickaxe mining damage! Oh my god, that was worth it! Yeah, wow. We have 1/10. Oh wait, that was day 15. Well, let's go to the true ending. You are called the Destructor, and you don't have the tactical nuke. Are you kidding me? I mean, the reason I'm in the orange layer is partially for the upgrades, but partially because we also earn so much money there. Like, technically speaking, I can go for enough damage until we get to a point we can go further down. But then we already maybe have half the money to get to the next pickaxe, you know? And I keep forgetting that an amazing guy, like a super long-term subscriber of mine, he actually modded the game for me. Like, there's a mod that auto opens up all of the chests that are accessible, so you destroy the wall of it, and then you can determine what upgrades you want to have out of it. And he also made more mods, but I just completely forgot about it. So, Flo, here, quick shout out to you. I'm not ignoring you, I'm just really bad at remembering that there was something that I should be doing. Here's what I'll do. I will quickly mine out these 4 here and the 2 over there because I just saw them. And we try to become as powerful as possible. And then we go... Oh, there are more. Okay, I will get those that are close by. But then we try the pink layer, how we are doing. Mining damage, wetness, mining damage. Okay, we are getting absurdly lucky. Like, even if the other 2 suck now. Okay. It's still so insanely slow. Oh no. But we have so much more damage and wetness damage as well. I really wish there was an item in the game that is like super expensive, but it's a sprinkler head. Like you just put it on your head and it throws around water around you. It doesn't even have to be insane, you know? Just make it, I don't know, 3 splash area, which is way less than manually doing it. Okay, we are getting a ridiculous amount of money though. I'm not saying this will be enough, but I'm saying one more day of this and it will be enough. I think it's just barely not enough. That is sad. Really? Okay, you know what? It wasn't really close. We needed like 5 E plus 11. And just for comparison, the current pickaxe that we have sells for 8 E plus 8. That is nothing. But Dex, why is wetness so insane? Why do you take it over the pickaxe damage, even though the pickaxe damage is way higher when you get it? Because it multiplies everything that we have. So right now, if our pickaxe had 1 damage, we would deal almost 58 damage because it's plus. And then that 58 damage gets multiplied by 12. Which means we deal 696 nice damage instead of the 58. And that is a huge difference, right? Like, I think with those numbers, it's easily understood why the wetness is so important. Because whenever we get that, it gives a buff to all of the past damage multipliers and the future ones. Wait, I totally forgot. We have the new pickaxe now. 5E plus 11. You were so bad in comparison. Holy moly. You know what? I'll get all of these. Do we shift? Yeah, we can shift. We can afford. You know what? Let's get these. And now it's time to earn the big... Oh, God, your disappointment. Where's my lightning? You know what? We are not watching a lot of this today. I'll just go down, we'll mine up, and then we just skip the day because who wants to see this, right? We're here for the electrical weapon. You one-shot all of this. Do you one-shot this? Not really, but it's so fast you don't even notice that it takes multiple hits. But what about you? Yeah, we know you can't do that. Holy moly, but with water. Yeah, look at the money. Look at the money. Look at the money. Okay, you know what? I'm done. This was depressingly bad. There was, like, not even wetness damage, you know? Just nothing. Yeah, funny. Now you instantly gave it away. Man, mining damage. But yeah, I did end the day early. There's just no reason to farm up while we have a weapon that can literally destroy all of the blocks. And here it... No. No. Just no. It is. Like, do you understand the irony that this is such an enormous AoE weapon with 5E plus 11 damage? And then you look at this. It has 2.5E plus 11. Now, to be fair, it costs only half the amount, but way more than this. And honestly, I would take this because you can upgrade attack speed. Here, you can't do that. This sucks. You suck. You're a shame of weapons. Pickaxe mining them. Oh god, that is so low. I'll go down. It's just not worth it. But no. Okay, there was wetness. Now, here's the issue. For the next step, we need E17. I do believe we can achieve that if I get enough damage upgrades, but we're already at 9,000. You know, you may say that's good. That's a high number, right? And you can still increase that by quite a bit. Yes, that's true. But again, the example from earlier, if we need to 10 times our damage, then I need 91,000 bonus pickaxe damage, and that's just not something that will happen. On some characters I can achieve that because they only have the main weapon or maybe 2 weapons at most, maybe also no employees, so there are no upgrades in these chests. But for a guy like this that has all of the weapons, it's just way too frustrating to get the stuff that you want. I think the next one is yellow or brown. Oh god, this one is so thick we don't even see the next layer. That also explains why in the past the game always kept on crashing, because the layers get thicker and thicker with more resources stuffed into them. So... if you take the sentence that I just said and really think about it, you know... I think that's a thing that you can statistically prove, that the more thick something is, the more stuff gets stuffed into it. Yeah, but there is the yellow layer. Do you think we can mine it? Because this would be a ginormous jump. This is how you get the moonstone weapon. Oh my god. This will take very long. But I think we will jump up to E16 the moment we mine that. Is it E15? Is it actually just a tiny bit? But the moment one of them breaks, the other ones will also break right after that. No, why did I wait so long until I got down here? Yeah, E15. Okay, that is a lot, but it's not enough. Yeah, E17. You know what? This layer is kind of perfect to mine all of this. I have to zoom out a bit that you don't get a headache while watching this. But yeah, do you see how much I zoom around? I bumped up my sprint speed again. Like the limit that I put on it, I increased that to 975% right now. This way we get around really fast, and maybe this will be enough. The current problem with dark green is we just can't do it. Like, do you see how slow it is? I would constantly need to switch to water that stuff, and for this it's not worth it. That takes way too much time over just this. Did you see that? This is so much faster. And the way we'll do it is, today I will still entirely farm the upgrades, then we'll take a look at the stat screen, at least I hope I don't forget about that, and if I do, I'm sorry. Then we will rush down to the yellow layer ASAP on the next day, and we will mine the entire day in hopes we reach the infamous E17, or alternatively, like half of it. That would also be fine. Mining for 2 days in a row is annoying, is tedious, but it's okay. Final stat check, we are now at 20,000? What is our water damage? 3,700. Okay, that was very good. That was very, very good. Now, I mined for the entire day, okay, to pretty much get 10,000%. And I think 1,700 wetness, roughly. So I think you understand just how tedious these things become. And that was a full day. You know, a full day. So let's go down and see. Well, you know what? Without water, that is actually kind of insane. Wait, if I do this, and now the water droplets fall down? Kind of works, kind of doesn't. Okay, we are there. We made it. How is it looking, though? Well, that's probably the worst one to mine on. That's... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Are you watered? Are you all watered? I think they are. How fast or how slow is it? And keep in mind, once we break one of them, this is where the chain starts, and all of them took a lot of damage and break faster, but I want to start up here. Like, we want to start in a corner pretty much. Okay. Okay, good, good, good. This is what I want to see. Now, I have to water all of this pretty much frequently. 1.65. We are almost there, and because the jump is so big, and we will just get better upgrades and everything, I will skip the day the moment we reach it. This is so beautiful. But do you see that? Like, the moment we are in the center, it gets a lot more extreme. But now wait until we get to the endless blue layer. How insane this will be. We have the money. End the day. And now we have Moonstone, which is such a huge achievement without miners to do that. But again, keep in mind, this is probably the strongest weapon, if not the second strongest weapon, and we have wetness. We have you though. And that means we can farm up money. We can actually see the jump in resources, like the value we get out of these layers. There's yellow. Wait, that is the one that we farmed. But you can't do brown, right? Heilige Scheiße, he can do brown. He can do brown! How much is that? So we need 18, right? 1.65 E18. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's, yeah. That was one block. And welcome to the team 5E plus 16 Electric Pickaxe. So, what do we do now? Yeah, that's kind of the problem. I have to go to eat either way, so I can recharge a little bit of my battery. But you know, the moment I get back and I'm happy and full and had a little bit of beer, when I boot up the game again and I realize I have to farm up like 10 times the amount of damage that we have right now just in upgrades, I'll probably just close the game again. So, yeah, I don't know. So here's the plan. I will keep on farming upgrades as much as I can. Eventually, we are hopefully able to go into brown, but again, I don't expect it. Like, you saw how long it takes, even with water. And I would need to like at least 10 times, no, it's way more than 10 times, right? Because we want to do it without water. I would need to like 50 times our damage probably. And before you say that's ridiculous, our current water damage is a multiplier of 49 times. So actually we need to go way further than that to one-shot them the same way we one-shot the yellow ones. There is one really try-hard method that I would be willing to do, which is I determine what a good day is. Like maybe that we get 50% upgrades out of the chest that we can use, which is quite unlikely, okay? Because we only need wetness and pickaxe damage. If I don't achieve that, then I just quit back to the main menu, which resets the day. Like, you can replay the day. And this way we achieve maximum power scaling. Why does that matter? Well, if we know that it takes ridiculously long to reach the power milestone that we need, then time will be the biggest issue, that the game requires so much coal that we just can't get anymore. And this way, we may be able to reach the point of breaking into the blue layer. As in, by getting enough of the brown that we can then upgrade to go into blue. It's halfway through the day. We reach blue. Yeah. Okay, but we are almost there. A quarter of the day is left. That is really not a lot. Now, what I can easily do is I can double our damage. This will take a very long time, but I can do it. And we will work on this singular block here and see how far we take it. It doesn't even crack. It doesn't even crack. Like, you don't even see the starting crack that usually immediately appears. There's still nothing. There is hope. If we manage to see a crack. Anything. Please. Come on. Buddy. Come on. Oh god. I don't even have the option to go for miners. There was no crack in there. Well, I'll order 4 out because I wasted an entire day. But I gotta think about if I even want to do this. I'm back and I've decided I will give it a shot. So currently we have 26,000. I already got 1k today. The goal is 10,000 pickaxe damage a day, as well as 2,000 wetness damage. So that means we get 20 upgrades of each of those, which is quite a big ask. And if that doesn't happen, I will just reset the day, which will probably take me several IRL days, you know, until we get the right RNG. And the whole reason I am willing to reset, even though usually I don't do that, is it would be a shame if I actually go for the entire thing, like that I farm up upgrades, and towards the end I figure out, oh no, if like 1 or 2 days were just a little bit better, we would have had enough, but we barely don't have enough and lose then. Oh my god, if I mathed this right, we got 17,000 from 25,810. How much red though? 1,500 almost? The goal was 10,000 and 2,000, so the wetness wasn't enough, but you know what? This is a perfect day. I'll take it. And with that, we finish day 25. But what are the upgrades like? Today we've gotten 13,000 in the mining damage, which is insane. You know, above the 10,000, but the wetness damage. We went from 7,000 to almost 10,000, meaning we got a total of 29 upgrades in this. Listen, when I said I want to reach at least 10,000 and 2,000 of this, it was all because of the one day that we had where we achieved that, but apparently it's not that hard. And we'll repeat the test now where I'm allowed to just reset the day. You know, this is just to get a check in how we are doing. Wait, what? I'm already here. So we didn't even spend a quarter of the entire day. I will zoom into the max that we see exactly when the crack forms. It didn't form yet. Yeah, it didn't form yet. Okay, we have a quarter of the day left. There's not even a crack. They would start in the center here. Yeah, okay. And on day 26 we gained... No. 19,000? And for the wet damage, we gained 2,200. Just for testing purposes, I will also check how much we earn right now with 1 day in the brown layer. Oh no, I just realized something. If I need to mine this ridiculously fast, right? Like when I zoom over the stage, I just can't go for wetness. The wetness was for breaking into the blue layer, that we can break it there, but I think we crossed that option out of our mind. In other words, if I want to do this with the farming method, I just have to care for pickaxe damage, not for wetness. We earned half E24, which means if we need to get to 1.65 E25, we need to earn that 33 times. And with our current day count, I don't think that is possible. We are now 3 days later, but I completely forgot to show these effects because, well, it's actually 2 days later in real life. And I just played whenever I had time and was in a mood. Now, I did an oopsie. I still went mostly for wet damage whenever I could. I should have fully focused on mining damage, but that, like, it worked out. But this is the one way above my expectations, like what we had before. And spoiler, I did a test. I went down to the blue area. It still doesn't crack. Like, even without all of this entire day long, it just couldn't care less. Oh my god. Well, but that's... that is not enough. I will reset the day and farm for upgrades for a few more days, and then I start mining. I've been playing CoalLLC the entire day because tomorrow I need the video. So I can't take another break, even though I'm so mentally done with this. We have made 75,000% damage in 3 days. That is an average of 25k. And we have also made a wet damage of a little bit less than 10,000, which is ridiculous. That's like 3.3k a day. How? Well, I reset a lot of days, you know, the thing that I wanted to avoid because it just wastes an entire day of selecting upgrades. I've been at this now for 11 hours in a row for 6 days. Just 6 days, 11 hours in a row. Do you understand how many times I reset some of these days? Like, you start amazing. Oh, here's wetness. Here's pickaxe damage. Here's wetness. Oh, wetness. Oh, wetness. I'm like, yeah, this will be a viable day. And then nothing again. Nothing appears anymore. And I get to the end of the day with a tear in my eye, fully knowing if I check the stats, it just wasn't enough. You may notice on the right side, we need E plus 11. Okay. I am so done with upgrades, and I know I need enough energy to do the brown layer as well. So what I'll do is I will just mine. I am just mining. This sounds crazy, but what if I make a line, then I water, and then I... No, that's slower, that's slower. No. Well, maybe. Look at how fast this is if I do it. So I will do this. Scheiße, someone wasn't clean, man. Wipe your butt properly. Like, I bump into all of the brown stuff. Wait, that's oddly fitting. You know what I mean, though? There were like singular blocks that blocked me. Man, I can't waste time. So it turns out I actually have to go for the water gun because the ring that we form, it just spreads in really weird patterns. Can we actually do it? This wasn't even a perfect day, and if I don't talk, I can focus a lot more. And you know what? I will do the water spread technique that I show here. Like, I will spread the water at the top because then I can just rush through. That also means, wait a second, I bump up my speed. I can earn way more than what we just earned. Yes, yes. Oh my god, this will be so much better. Now, there is a chance the daily quota that we need catches up with me, and this is just impossible. But technically speaking, we just need this an additional 10 times. Come on, let's go. Everything is watered. Okay, the game is getting a little bit laggy. This is not good. But it's fine. It's fine. I just have to make sure that I hit everything, and now we water again. Scheiße. Scheiße. Dude, these stupid blocks, but I think it's working. Yeah, you know what? I'm giving up on this. The problem is not that it's not working well. The main problem is it gets so frustrating the moment you get stuck. I'm just losing my patience. And that is bad because I need to focus. This day was worse, but that's kind of expected because I think the idea to the strategy is not a bad idea, but it's just not working out. Hold on a second. We need this times 4 roughly, and we have it. And because this took us 3 days, and we sometimes even earn 1.5, so we earn a bit more, we just need 9 more days. Okay, something bad happened. Because I constantly played on and off, you know, whenever I was in the mood, I forgot to record the last time. But we were just on day 45, and to prove to you that I did it, I will show you a new strategy I discovered that we actually kind of already started, but I threw away. So I will show you now what I've been doing, and keep in mind before we earned like 1 point, let's say just 4 E24, right? Can Dex's current strategy beat that? Is his strategy really good? So we go over here. Okay, we have a white line. Do you see that? We start watering. And do you see how fast I am? Now I go down. I hold to the left side. This is the important part. Then we start watering. We go down. And we hold to the left side. Okay, we keep doing this. This doesn't look all too promising yet. Just wait a moment. Pretty much the issue I had in one of the runs was that I didn't remove everything properly, but you have to line up with the block in the right way, which, to be fair, I still mess up sometimes. But there I thought it was like a permanent issue I have to deal with because the blocks don't get mined. No, you can fix it. You just have to align yourself with the block. And yes, sometimes, you know, there are some blocks that don't get hit. So you don't want to go too far down. But do you notice something when you look at our money? Keep in mind that we got 0 upgrades, and right now, this is honestly one of the worst days I've had, well, in the last 2 days, because it took me a while to figure out that it works, but we are already at 1 E24 at halfway of the day. So instead of earning 1.35 E24, we would earn 2. Oh god, this is... okay, this is like the worst day. I gotta say, when I talk, it gets so much worse than me not talking. Like, this is actually a ridiculous difference. But like, even in this worst case scenario, do you see how much we are earning? I could pretty much stop right now, and this is the amount I earned in an entire day before. And we already have it, with a quarter of the day left. And what you didn't see was on the last day, I just bought the Onyx pickaxe, went to the blue layer, we destroyed that, and now we can buy this one. And when I say destroyed, I mean we used water and got 1 block, that was it. But what does it really look like? Here's the brown layer. That was the toughest one. It's done. It's destroyed. Can we get you? Water? By the way, none of these stats changed. Maybe a little bit if I found the chest. I don't think so though. Like, none of these stats changed. But how did you just one-shot that? Okay, I kind of want to try this out. Without water, there's no way, right? We can't do this. We rely so much on water damage, and this is an absurdly hard block. Usually when you can mine this, you can go to the next layer. Though for these super late game layers, this is not really the truth, but kind of. Heilige Scheiße. Nee. We didn't even use water. And what is it with water? Oh my god, this is beautiful. So let's have a quick talk. Content creator wise, you know, the YouTuber Dex, this was one of the worst videos I've done in a long time. Because I pretty much spent 3 days on it just getting upgrades. And this would be the cut. This is where I'm like, yeah, well, there's nothing else to do. Like, cool that we have it, right? And before I started recording the video, I was 3 days ahead in my upload schedule. Now, this video will go live when I finish editing it. Like, this is how far behind I am. But I just wanted to have one video where we finish the entire game without a single miner. Just with pure willpower and stubbornness. But I do hope that you appreciate that usually a run in CoalLLC takes like 2 to 4 hours, I would say, maybe 5 on the rougher ends, if you go for like long endless. But because of all of the upgrade picking up and resetting some of the days, this took more than 24 hours. What idiot would do that? Yes, the Dex would do that. And if you got to this point, I ask you, please give the video a like. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Check if you haven't, even though you think you are, because it helps out a ginormous amount. And videos like these here, they are a lot of stress. This was ridiculous. This was completely insane. I honestly didn't think you could get to the blue layer without any other help, like without miners, though I was hesitant to say it's completely impossible because, well, we have attack speed and we have wetness. So I hope you guys enjoyed this ridiculous video, and if you did, then don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. See you the next time.